Sinatra.
I am literally in the air right now, wrapping up a store. This first class, I am so new at this.
What's happening, boys and girls? It's your boy Biggie Six. We're coming back at it. We're Chuckin Knucks. It's episode 4. We got Russo coming in late tonight. We'll let you know when he's in. Right now, we got Big Z, Zach Hahn. What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. How are you? It's good to finally have you on the podcast. 3 episodes without our host, and now we finally got our host Dylan Biggie Six.
That's
How are
it.
you
We
doing?
took some shows off. We're ready to roll.
How are you doing?
Let's get right into it.
I had to host the last podcast, and that was
Don't
not
worry.
fun. I don't think I did a really good job.
We're all in from here on out.
Look at this.
So
Like
let's
we
roll
actually
right into
came
it.
prepared. We got notes.
Look at
We
that.
got
Any
notes for
stat
this.
you want.
Look at
Boom,
that.
we
He's even got drawings. If you're watching,
got
this on YouTube,
drawings.
you can
We're
see
ready to go.
He's got drawings all over his notes. Like we're ready to go.
Oh, absolutely. We're ready to rock.
Russo's coming in. He's at a birthday party right now.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right. We're jumping right into it tonight. We got breaking news up on Long Island. We got Nick Leddy going to Detroit Red Wings. Stevie Y sends back Richard Panik in a second. We got resident Isles fan over here, Zach. What do we think about it?
I love the trade. I think it's a very voice crack. Great start. Great start. I think it's a great trade for the Islanders, and Lou working his magic once again. Leddy had a pretty big contract, just weighing the Islanders down in their cap situation, and getting rid of that will really help in, signing their key guys that they need to sign, like Cizikas, Beauvillier, Sorokin, and Pelech. And, and it also will help in the long run with getting Tarasenko, I think. And, and getting Panic too. He's been a suitcase his whole NHL career. I mean, I forget how, like, the other teams that he's played for, but I mean, I know he played for Tampa, Chicago, and Detroit,
Washington as
in
well.
Arizona, and Washington. Yeah, I think maybe I just named them all, but last year was his only year with Detroit, and he played 12 games and put up 4 points. So, and the most he's scored was 22 goals back in 2016, and then he the closest he got to that was 14 in 2018. So, I mean, I think he'll fit pretty well with the Pajot line on the third line. He'll be a good depth winger. And I think he'll replace Leo Komarov. Because in my opinion, when we get to the expansion stuff, we'll talk about it more. But I think Leo Komarov is going to get taken by Seattle. But yeah, no, I think it's a great move for the Islanders. I mean, getting rid of Leddy. Leddy's been with the Islanders 7 years. He's a vet. But I mean, he's just been on the decline. In 2017-18, he was a minus 42. Like, what the fuck is that?
Brutal.
How do you go minus 42?
Brutal.
I mean, but that year, you got to understand that was the year when they were the worst defensive team in the league. That was the year before Barry Trotz.
Thanks, Doug Waite.
Worst defensive team in the league, one of the best offensive teams in the league.
Yeah.
But like it was his minus 42 though.
That's up there.
Yeah, no, that's not good. But
yeah,
I mean, he does put up points. He had 31 points this year, 2 goals, 29 assists in all the games played, all 56 games, and then 46 points in 2016. And he played in 81 games in that year. But I mean, he does put up points. He's good. He's a pretty solid offensive D-man. If you're asking for him to play defense, that's the wrong thing to ask him, because he can't do it. He's an awful defenseman. I mean,
absolutely.
Bad turnovers.
Brutal.
It wasn't fun to watch. Like in the playoffs, and not even just in the playoffs, even in the regular season, watching him and Mayfield go. I think that's why Mayfield was on the hot seat with the Islander fans all year long.
Absolutely.
Was because he was with Nick Leddy. And Mayfield he's a solid defensive defenseman, but Nick Leddy hurts him because Leddy's out of position. He turns the puck over. And he's just not good defensively at all.
Yeah.
That's it. There's just nothing to add to it. Like, he's a solid offensive D-man, terrible defensive defenseman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it too. I gotta believe Stevie Y's got something up his sleeve. It just doesn't make sense. Detroit's, young team. They're rebuilding their whole roster there. They got guys like Larkin, Mo Siders coming into the mix soon. Nick Leddy
Yeah.
there just doesn't make much sense. Kind of like the Mark Stahl trade they made last summer, similar deal with the Rangers that they made. But yeah, Nick Leddy in Detroit doesn't make sense. That to me looks like a flip. Maybe even use up a protection spot for
And
Seattle. But
it kind of caught me off guard too, because I kind of I thought I read something on Twitter where the Islanders were shopping Letty around with Seattle and with Vancouver.
yeah,
I
yep,
didn't really see Detroit anywhere. So I mean, this was kind of a surprise. You know, I was on the ice actually coaching when our buddy James Kazicki was calling me, and I answered it, and he was going crazy. He goes, "Yo, the Islanders just traded Nick Leddy." And
yeah,
I'm just like, "All right, man, cool. I'm coaching right now."
yeah. No,
Um,
I think it's more good player, but definitely too high of a contract for the Isles to keep. They got too much money to move out. They got to get
yeah.
under the cap. But good
No,
move there by Lou.
I really like the move for the Islanders. I think the
Yeah,
Islanders won the trade, but at the same
yeah,
time, I think it's a pretty balanced trade because
yeah. Oh,
I know
absolutely.
you don't think it makes sense for Detroit, but I mean, I think because Letty's a veteran guy. He won 2 cups with
Yeah,
Chicago,
yep,
and you know he puts up points. He does produce.
yeah.
Um,
No, definitely.
so I
And
mean,
so
he could definitely help Detroit. Um,
offensively, 100%.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I
and
just I just think we keep a star next to that one. Pay attention to that one, listeners, because that one definitely could be some more attached to that Nick
yeah,
Leddy stuff.
yeah.
All right, we'll
No,
keep it
but I
moving
mean,
along.
I pointed out, I want to say one thing. I
Yeah, go
pointed
ahead.
out all of like a lot of the bad things with Nick Leddy, but I mean, he had his moments where he was really good, and he like
Absolutely.
had like his really high moments with the Islanders. Like going out,
Yeah,
the one thing that sticks in my mind is the John Tavares game tying goal against the Panthers in 2016, where
place
Leddy,
was rocking.
yeah, Leddy shot the puck, and puck just stayed there, and you know
Yeah,
Tavares just put it in. Uh, Breaking
100%.
news: just got a text from Anthony Russo. He is leaving now. He said be on by 11:30. So in eight
There we go.
minutes,
So we'll
we
get Russo on an 8.
we'll get Russo on, and maybe he'll be in his suit and with the backdrop
Yeah.
as we saw.
Oh, absolutely. Hopefully, we'll get him in time for the expansion preview. We'll get his list. But right now, we'll keep it in the metro area with hockey. Really big trade for New Jersey. We got Ryan Graves going to the Devils in exchange for Mikhail Maltsev and a second-round pick. A lot of second-round picks moving around the league. Uh, I'll take the lead on this one. Great player, really anchored that Colorado D. Played with Makar a bunch, let Makar kind of run. We got the numbers on Graves from last year. Absolute horse, 54 games played out of 56, 15 points. He's not going to get you a lot of points, but this is where Ryan Graves might be one of the best in the league at it. Plus 15, ranked in the top 10 of the NHL. Great numbers there. Really solid anchor. He's going to be big for the Devils. They're really low at defensemen, really rough defensive core. That's the kind of guy you could build around a defense around. Big move there for the Devils, I think. And Colorado, you got to think something there along the lines of they're trying to clear out some cap. They know they couldn't protect Graves. Obviously, I think Seattle would have swooped him right up, big piece. But
I think.
Devils
Let me
definitely
jump in real
definitely
quick.
big piece. Yeah, yeah,
I think Cap. I think. Oh, jeez, another voice crack. Fuck. I think the cap space might actually be the reason for it, because you see with like the whole Landeskog deal. We'll get into that later also, but I mean, they're trying to get their captain back, and you know it- he's asking for a lot. I think I read he's asking for 9 to 10 million, and
yep,
I mean, I don't think the Avalanche have that right now, and getting rid of that, and also in order to sign other assets in order to win the cup, um,
yeah.
you know, you need to clear that space, and I think I think that was a good move for both teams.
Yeah, I think too, you got, with the Devils, they really need a whole new decor, not just, Graves is going to go a long way for them, but, we've been hearing they're in the market for Dougie Hamilton. So maybe that's the kind of guy you can really build a nice looking pair with, Hamilton and Graves. We'll see, of course, free agency opening up about 2 weeks' time. But keep an eye there. Dougie Hamilton, I think, could be a really, really big piece. The Devils can land him. They have the money to do it. Not a lot of contracts. and now they got a really attractive piece to play with Graves. I think that's definitely one, we can look at. And
There's a
Colorado
lot of
side
things
of
we
it,
can look at for free
oh,
agency this year.
oh, absolutely.
It's
Then
going to
we
be
get
very interesting.
100%. And then we get Colorado side of it. There's a second round pick. Maybe they use that to jump up back in the first. We know they're missing some first round picks for some trades. Obviously, the Matt Duchene trade sticks out at that. Those big picks they traded to get Matt Duchene, rid of Matt Duchene, that they've taken all those picks they acquired. Those are going to start to come in. Maybe they make some packages, try to move up in the draft. We know, obviously, going deep into the playoffs, they're late on. They got some late picks this year. So that's something they could take a look at. And Maltsev, you take a flyer on him. I was at the Garden when I saw him. He just absolutely lit up the Rangers all season. Never heard of the guy, but every time he played the Rangers, it seemed like he was ready to score a goal. Maltsev, a bottom line guy for him.
Kind of like Pajot.
Probably. That's it. Oh, Pajot, don't even get me going there. But Mikhail Maltsev, definitely good flyer for Colorado. They're going to be a wagon again next year. Absolute powerhouse.
Yeah.
Anytime you got three of those three guys,
Islanders
they'll be ready to
Avalanche.
roll.
Islanders Avalanche Cup final next year. Mark my words.
Oh boy, we're throwing that out there now. Wow. We'll see. Keep that one on the paper. We'll see. But
let's put the hockey talk aside for a sec. Where are you at right now? It looks like you're in a hotel.
A little hotel, a little Woodlock, Pennsylvania stay. Great place. Great stuff.
How long are
to
you there
do.
for?
Here till tomorrow. We're headed out tomorrow back to the island. But a lot of good stuff. Little Pennsylvania. You know how we do. Pennsylvania trip, go-karts, water slides in the lake.
A little family
Had
fun.
a snake, little family fun, of course. We had a little snake come across the water. That was fun.
Really? Did you
Yeah,
get scared?
the family loved that.
You shit your pants?
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. And then pretty good story here. We got was it Squirt Major? Maybe it was. My Squirt Major head coach is the manager of the beach at Woodlock.
No way.
Really? Yeah, he was there. There he was. Coach Danny, shout him out on the pod. Get him some listeners. Get him some viewers. Coach Danny is the manager of Woodlock Beach.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was quite a surprise.
Small world.
Small world, man. Small world.
Kind of like an Islander game.
Now.
Kind of like an Islander game. You go to a Coliseum, you see everybody you know.
Oh,
literally
absolutely.
Everybody. You can name all 13,000 people in this crowd.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah. So we're good on the grave stuff there, right? We got nothing else there.
Russo said, "Almost home. Just have to shit, and then I'm set."
Right.
So he'll probably be on. We'll add a 15 minutes extra.
Yeah. So
we'll jump. We'll go through everything, and we'll.
Oh yeah, for real. Oh, we'll jump into Seattle next.
Expansion. Give our expansion list.
Yeah, we'll give our expansion list, and then we'll hang on for Russo. We'll have Russo make the picks. But we expansion draft list come through tomorrow on 17th. We'll see who's protected, who's not. Me being a Ranger fan, looking at it, we're in great shape. We were,
a lot of young guys. So
young guys, ELCs, no move clauses. But here's what I came up with. We got this is our protecting side of the list. We got Pavel Buchnevich, Filipino. I'm keeping Colin Blackwell around. I thought he had a really good year. We'll see what Gerard Gallant does with him, but I think you got to keep him around. Chris Kreider, obviously, is a protect. The bread man, of course. Where would the Rangers be without him? They don't even want to play that game. That's an entire podcast worth of a game. And we got Ryan Strome, Mika Zibanejad rounding out the forward core. And then defense, I think this one, anybody who's a Ranger fan listening to the pod will find a little surprising. But I'm keeping Anthony Boteto around another year. I thought he played with some grit. Obviously the Rangers want to bring in some grit.
I played with him in men's league.
That's it.
Last week.
No, he's a great guy.
Hilarious. That guy is absolutely hilarious.
Out of his mind.
He's so funny.
But I think we're keeping him around. Good locker room guy. Boys seem to like him in there, so we'll keep him around. And then these two no-brainers, Ryan Lindgren, fresh off the contract extension.
I love that guy.
Jacob Trouba, keep that guy around. Really came into his own. I think he's going to be the captain of the team.
Wait, Trouba's still alive? Didn't Martin kill him?
Oh, it's a good hit. It was a good hit. But we'll keep Trouba around. Give him the C as well, I think. And then obviously we're going to
wait. You think Jacob Trouba is going to be the captain?
I do. I think, they keep saying They don't want to give it to Zibanejad because of the whole contract stuff. I don't know if Kreider has the consistency to do it. They really rally around
I was
Truba, I
see.
think.
I was another fucking voice crack. I was thinking Kreider.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what Chris Drury wants to do. But I think Truba's an obvious protect. And then, Georgiev, we protect him as well. And if you're asking why not Shesterkin, goes back to the whole ELC entry-level contract rule where anybody on an ELC can't be taken. Then we'll move to who's exposed from the Rangers. I got Keith Kincaid available. I don't think he's going to be the pick. Too small of a sample size last year. Played well when he came in, but too small. Libor Hayek, he just has to go. There's no other way to say it. This dude's terrible. We get him off the roster. We
This
expose
dude's
him.
terrible.
We'll see if Seattle takes him. Probably not. If they want to have a decent decor, I wouldn't be taking him. Kevin Rooney, I liked his game, but really no place for him. There's too many guys available, UFAs that we could pick up, sign that are better. I'm exposing Rooney, and then I got Brett Howden, another one, just the same stat line every single night. 12 minutes, 26% on the faceoffs, and then he's always 0 goals, 0 assists, and he's even. He's not even a plus. He's not even on the ice for a goal. He's even every night. Brett Howden, we're exposing him. We're exposing Mr. Fisticuffs, Tony DeAngelo. And then we got Julian Gauthier exposed. I think it's going to come down to those three: Howden, Gauthier, DeAngelo. I think if Seattle wants the best player off the Rangers roster, that answer is by far Tony DeAngelo. No one's going to sit here and question. No one's going to sit down and question his playing ability, I think. However, his locker room, I think he's not the right guy.
If Seattle wants to build a very good team like Vegas right out of the gate, I don't think they're going to take Tony DeAngelo, man.
No, I agree. I don't think here. I think, the guy I think they're going to go with, and when I explain it might make some more sense. I think it's going to be Julian Gauthier, actually, from the Rangers. Just got a new contract today, a 1 year, $800K, so that he could be exposed. Obviously, everybody exposed has to either be a UFA, RFA, or on contract. He's now on a contract. I think Gauthier, just because Ronnie Francis, GM in Seattle, he drafted him. So he knows all about Gauthier.
Wait, I might be a little dumb here, but another fucking voice crack. What the fuck? I can't.
Hey,
I can't
you're
speak.
down tonight. You're down.
I just can't speak. I'm like -4 on the night.
You are -4.
And all right. So wait, you said, because that just fucks up my whole list, and I'm stupid. But like, you have to be under contract in order to be protected.
Not necessarily. It's certain age. I think it's certain age groups. I believe. I'm not really sure, but I know. Certain
like
RFA.
So like Beauvillier, he's a RFA. He can't be protected.
No, he can be.
Oh, okay.
He can be. You have to have a contract to be exposed. I think it helps with cap hit. So yeah, I think it's Gauthier.
Okay, I misunderstood.
I think it's Gauthier just because, like I said, Francis drafted him. He knows about him. He's a great skater, really good shot. Yeah, scored a really nice goal against the Bruins this year on Tuukka Rask. But I think it's Gauthier. So unfortunately for us Ranger fans, we will unfortunately have to see 21 and 25 in the red, white, and blue for another season. Hopefully they just don't make the roster. That's always a thought. There's always the Wolfpack. But that's our little Rangers rundown for the expansion draft. We'll see how we did tomorrow on the protection list, and then obviously we'll see July 21st, 8 p.m. ESPN2. ESPN taking over hockey this year.
Look at that with the plug.
Look at that plug. Yeah. Plug for ESPN. Don't turn into NBCSN. There's nothing there. But 8 o'clock, July 21st, expansion draft. We'll see how we did with our picks, and we'll see how we did with the protection. Big Z, Islanders specialist. Let's see what we got. Let's hear it.
Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, it was kind of nice, I guess, for the Ranger fan listeners to get a little bit of Rangers talk in there, because the last 3 episodes has just been dominated by Islanders talk and very little Rangers talk. But
we get tons of Islanders.
Yeah, no, I mean my Islanders protection list. I got Lee, Barzal, Bailey, Beauvillier, Nelson, Peugeot, Cizikas, Pelech, Pulak, Mayfield, and Varlamov. So that obviously the key guys that are left exposed is are my grammar is so fucked up, dude. My God. Jordan Eberle and Leo Komarov, and then Matt Martin, Cal Clutterbuck. Those are the key forwards that are exposed, and then the D man. I guess the only guy left is Andy Green right now, because
Yeah.
Dobson's still on an ELC. So
Yeah, what do we think on Green? We think he's coming back? What do we think? 38?
I don't know. I he said he wants to, but like I I don't know. I don't see it. He's old,
He's really old. You
and
could tell he was giving it his all,
don't
but
get me
man, he was
wrong.
a step back.
Don't get me wrong. He played very well for the
No, he
Islanders
did.
the last 2
He
years.
did.
And
Definitely.
I thought he was a very solid defenseman that the Islanders needed. But I think the Islanders need to move on. They need like you need
I agree.
Dobson now. Give him more ice time, because I think he
I
proved
agree.
he got the playoff experience. He he knows what he's doing now. He's gonna be in his third year.
Yeah.
I think Dobson's gonna start to become that guy. And I maybe Green retires, and if he still wants to play, go somewhere else. I just can't. I
Yeah.
can't see him. I can't see Lou re-signing him, especially with
I agree.
the cap situation that the Islanders have, and them
Big time
trying
cap
trying.
crunch. Not worth it.
No, not at all. And
I agree.
you got to sign Pellick.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Pellick
That guy.
is that has to be the number one priority
Absolutely. We'll get into.
before anything.
Oh yeah, we'll get into
that.
some Pellic talk a little later. We're not going to give away the whole show, but
Yeah, but I mean,
that
hold on,
that
hold
guy's
on.
for real.
You done?
No, we're good. You
You're
keep
always
it going.
talking, bro. No, I mean, for the Islanders expansion draft, I think I have a feeling Lou will place a deal with Seattle, and I can see him giving up a few picks to Seattle for them to take Leo Komarov. It gets rid of the contract.
Yeah,
The Islanders don't really
absolutely.
need him. They
No,
don't need him.
definitely not.
They got panic now.
Yep.
Or however the fuck you say his name. And so that leaves the Islanders with Eberle still.
Yeah. No, definitely.
But I say you use Eberle to trade for Tarasenko.
Yeah. Well, another thing we'll get into. Actually, we're getting into that next.
We
Stay
can get
tuned
into it
for
right
that.
now.
But we
Russo
go
just
into it
texted
now.
me again.
Oh boy.
Just shitting, and I'll be on.
All right. We'll jump into Vladdy now. Vladdy Tarasenko
Must get for the Islanders. I'm gonna jump in and say it right now. Must get for the Islanders.
All right.
Vladimir
And
Tarasenko.
we'll tell you why. Big Z will tell you why in a minute. But Vladdy submitted his 10-team list of teams that he wants to get traded to. Obviously, with his no move clause, he's got that. We got both New York teams on the list. We got Tampa Bay, because why wouldn't you want to go play for Tampa Bay?
Wait,
Maroon.
Wait, hold on. Both New York teams are on the list.
Both New York teams are on the list. We'll see what happens.
The last time that happened with a star player.
Oh boy, he's playing on my team now, isn't he? I think he's
Artemi
wearing number
Panarin.
10. Oh man. You know who's
And the
good friends
worst,
with
hold
Panarin
on,
too?
no, Vigna, shut up. It pisses me off to this day because I remember that day clearly.
Oh boy.
July 1st, what was it, 2019?
Yeah, 2019. You got it.
That morning, right before.
What a great day. What a great day.
No. I remember I'm driving to Connecticut because I had hockey. And I remember seeing a tweet from, I want to say Bob McKenzie. I could be wrong. Or
no,
Elliot
I think
Friedman.
it was Saravelli had it. Frank Saravelli was all over it. He was on Panarin Watch.
There were a bunch of accounts tweeted it. A bunch of accounts tweeted it. It said, Artemi Panarin, hearing all signs for him pointed towards the Islanders.
Yeah.
And I was ecstatic. Like, I was like, holy shit, like they got their guy. Like, that's it. That's all they needed. Now they're going to win the cup.
Yeah.
I get off the ice and I see that he went to the Rangers. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Oh, it was great. But you know
Like
what
you know
even
you know
better
that
about it?
EDP, like the EDP meme,
Yeah.
like what the fuck happened? What happened? Yeah, that was me. It
I think
was
even better too is just
ridiculous.
off the heels of the Tavares the year before. That was
Yeah.
just Ranger fan Stanley
No,
Cup that
it
year. That
full
was
on
great.
depression mode for Islander fans.
That was
But I
great
mean,
stuff.
who made the playoffs in the last 3 years?
I mean, yeah, it's you guys, not us. But yeah,
Yep.
we'll jump back into Vladdy. Obviously, we'll see if it turns into a little New York competition. But like we
I don't
said,
think
Tampa Bay on that list, Panthers.
yeah.
Uh, you take it. I mean, what do you think from the Isles'
From
perspective?
those teams on that list, the most the team that makes the most sense to go to, and this is I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible because before I was looking into every single team and thinking about this, it's the Islanders. The
I mean, they
Islanders
need a score. Got to
are
get
the
a
most
score.
logical team for Tarasenko to go to. The
Yeah.
Blues are I'm sorry, they're done. Oh my god, oh my god, Anthony Russo has entered the waiting room. I'm gonna
Oh,
pause what I'm
breaking
saying.
news. Let's get him in. Let's
Pause
get
what I'm
him in.
saying.
We'll
There
stop it here. Tarasenko, get Russo in.
we
Tap
got
him in.
Anthony Russo coming in. Here he is. There he is.
There he is, the resident goalie of the
We're waiting
pod.
for him to connect to the audio, and there he is. There is Anthony Russo
Yeah,
We got him
with
in.
his Chuckin Knucks background, but no
Oh,
suit.
yeah.
Where's your suit?
No suit today, Roos?
I lost the suit.
Ah, come on, man. We got
Go
resident
casual.
goalie, Mr. Anthony Russo in tonight. Roos, we're jumping in here. Vladimir Tarasenko rumors.
Yeah,
Oh.
as I was saying. Hold on. Wait. We gotta ask Mr. Russo
There we
how
go.
he's doing.
How we doing, Roos? What do we got? What's new? What's up?
What
What
kind
you
of a
up
host
to?
are you, Vigna?
I mean, hey, I'm jumping right into it. I'm ready to roll.
You're an idiot. You're the worst host.
Ready to roll.
Oh wow.
Ready to roll.
Stu
Ready to
Feiner.
roll. Ready
That's
to
our
roll.
guy.
Ready to roll. Ready to roll.
We love Stu. We absolutely love Stu.
So Viggs, where are you coming from? It looks like you're.
We already went over this, Russo.
Yeah, we went over that. We
You're
had
a little
the
late
boys.
to
We
the
told the
party.
boys
I need to
already.
catch up. I need to get the.
You're about like 25 minutes late to the party.
We'll catch them up. Little Woodlock Pines, PA.
Um,
That's where we're coming from tonight.
Nice.
Absolutely.
well, I was saying Tarasenko. Let me
Yeah,
refresh
you were
my
talking
memory.
about Isles.
Oh,
Best
being the
team
most
for
logical
Tarasenko.
place.
Yeah, right.
Logical place because you go through every team. Tampa, they already won their 2 cups. They're in a salary cap hell right now. There's
Absolutely.
no way they can afford Tarasenko. I mean, the
Yeah.
Islanders are in the same situation where they're also in cap hell, but like Lou Lamoriello, as you saw with the Letty trade, he's already making moves to, clear some cap space so you can get that asset that you need to win a cup.
Yeah.
And you go through like Florida, like do you really want to go to the Panthers? Like come on now. Like
Mhm.
like they're a good team, but nobody wants to play there. Nobody wants to play there.
Oh, absolutely.
And the Rangers, they would also be a good team for him to go to, but he would be overshadowed by Panarin.
I agree. I mean, I'll take it over from there. Nice little segue there. Assist Han there. But
+1.
Yeah,
I'm not done. No, I'm not
+1
done.
Han.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm already
hold on.
-4. Well, I
Yeah,
guess I'm
he's
-3 now.
He's
but-
minus
get
3
that.
now. He's
You
on
get
the
the
mend. He's
points.
coming up. He's coming up.
That
But
plus minus has to be better.
oh,
Yeah.
come on. I think
Yeah,
I'm
Vladimir
like
guys-
Nick
the
Letty.
Rangers.
I'm like Nick Letty in the plus-minus category.
Oh, did we
Gotta
talk
be
about
easy.
Nick Letty? Did we talk
I'm
about Nick
gonna be -42 by the end of
Yeah,
the
we
night.
we hit on Nick Letty.
You
We
already
hit
hit
on
on the Nick Letty?
Graves. We hit
Yeah.
on Seattle.
Russo,
and
we
now
hit
we're
on like
rolling
almost
into
everything.
Vladdy.
I'm sorry.
Nah,
I
we still
joined
got
very late.
Russo. We got plenty for you. Don't you worry. Look at that.
Alright,
You see that?
You
You see
better-
that? We got plenty of
Look
notes.
at
Look at that.
for you,
Look at
Russo.
Look at his notes.
Look at those
his
notes.
notes.
Look at that. Drawing notes. We're all set.
Yes.
We got all
Oh.
the stats.
What am
We're
I
ready.
doing? I have notes of my own. Hold on. Look at.
All right. Yeah. No, I'll jump back on Vladdy. I think.
I'm not done.
Oh, all right. You finish.
I'm not done.
You finish
you
it. Let's
can
hear
use
it.
you can talk about your little Rangers team over there in a little bit, but
All right. Let's hear
yeah,
it.
why he's most logical player? Why the Islanders are the most logical team? Because he's exactly what they're looking for, and they're a team that is a Stanley Cup contender, right? Tarasenko wants to win again.
100%.
That's the team to go to.
100%.
You have Barry
100%.
Trotz, and you have a really deep team that is just lacking a scorer like
Yep.
Tarasenko.
I agree.
Yeah.
With,
And
Agreed.
I agree with that.
a
I like
healthy
the,
Tarasenko, he had 40 goals 6 years ago in
Keep coming with it.
2015. But he also had but every single season, he's averaged 30 plus goals
30 plus.
before
That's
getting
right.
hurt. Before getting
You
hurt,
got it.
30 or more. Like, think about that. Think about that. That's literally what the Islanders need. That's it. 30,
They
like a
need it.
30 goal
Need
scorer.
that. You need that person on the power play.
Yeah,
Oh,
he'd be on the
absolutely.
power play.
They need that extra piece. They just don't have that.
Yeah.
He would look
and,
good next
and
to
he came back
Barzal,
for
too.
playoffs. He was hurt the
Bar
last 2 years.
Depot.
He came back for playoffs and he scored 2 goals.
Yep.
That they only played 4 games. They got swept.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And we're
Yeah.
not just getting Hans' rant on Islander bias. We're getting Ranger fans' opinion on this. So it's double as
Oh,
bad.
of course. That's
and
it.
this is
Like
me
this.
being as unbiased. I already said it earlier, right
I
before Russo came on. I
And
literally
it's
thought
and
about
it's
this.
hard for you to be unbiased, being that you're
It
just
is.
such a diehard.
Yes, but I went through every single team that
does
Yeah.
make
he is
sense.
interested in going to, and the Islanders are the most logical team to go to.
Like
I
last
agree.
year, with
It
the
makes a lot
Panarin
of sense.
situation. Like there was the Rangers, and then it was basically just between the Rangers and the Islanders. And there you can make a statement for Panarin going to the Rangers as the right move. I just feel like here, like you said, Han, the Islanders are the best spot for Tarasenko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weigh out every other.
And also Ovechkin. Probably
boy.
not going to happen.
That's a yeah.
Come
That's a little
on.
stretch.
Come
But-
on.
But if
Ovi's not leaving.
if he wants to win again, where are you going to go?
I mean, you can't
The
argue
Islanders.
it.
You got a point.
I think,
Point. You got a
yeah,
point.
I think Vladdy Isles
His old
it
coach,
makes a lot of
which he won
makes
a
a lot
cup
of
with
sense.
already.
Mhm.
And the Capitals, I'm sorry, Caps fans, but if there even is any. that
Yeah,
listen,
sorry, Hank fans. I just don't think that's gonna happen.
Like
Yeah.
they're not
Hank-
winning
Hank
again.
Fredro.
If anything, they're on the decline.
They're on a big
They're
decline.
on
I
a
mean,
big decline. Like they have a
playoffs.
great coach, Peter Laviolette, great coach,
Absolutely.
and they still have a very good team, but they don't have it anymore. They don't have that
I-
same mojo that they had going for them the
I
last few
agree.
years.
I
I
agree.
can't see them winning anymore. Maybe they'll win one more playoff series before they go into a rebuild.
Yeah.
I just if Ovi wants to win one more, which I know he does, the Islanders are the place for him to go. But I
It's
mean,
just not gonna be. It's not gonna be with the Caps. I'm sorry.
no. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
no.
saying.
No,
It's,
no.
Like a
it's
similar
almost
situation with the
hypothetical. It's hypothetical, but
Yeah.
like, and it's almost impossible for the Islanders to get him because you're not going to get him at a discounted rate.
No.
He's going to ask for
Yeah.
at least $9 million. At
Oh
least.
yeah.
But can they pay that?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
All right, so we'll get off of pipe dream alley a little bit. We'll let Han finish up his pipe dream over there.
Okay.
We'll jump back.
Yeah,
We'll jump
finished.
back to the
Hans
Vlad.
hoping a prayer.
Jump.
Well, I mean, I have one more pipe dream, but I mean, it's not
We'll
as
save
big
that
as
for
Ovechkin.
later.
Heyo.
We'll save that for later. A little preview. Keep tuned. Keep tuned.
Oh shit!
Oh shit. All right. We'll keep it on Vlad. Ranger standpoint of it, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. 2 shoulder surgeries. It's tough.
That's a
Obviously,
point. That's a good point.
Yeah,
obviously
I didn't even
nobody.
think about
but
Yeah.
Got those two shoulders.
but if he's healthy,
One of the best goal scorers in the league.
exactly.
Yeah.
No one's questioning that. I think Rangers got to move out a lot of money to make that happen. You're looking at probably saying goodbye to Buchnevich, and I'm not going to sit here and say that Buchnevich is better than Vladdy. I don't think that, but I think the KZB line was really one of the only things going for the Rangers last year. I don't see how you break that up. I think you got to bring Buchnevich back. In turn, if it means we don't trade for Vladdy, we don't trade for Vladdy. I think Rangers better off spend their money somewhere else. Anything else on Tarasenko? Move along to the next big rumor going around.
Yeah, I mean, the only
Is this
other thing
another-
I got on Tarasenko is that he'd fit perfectly on the Lee Barzal line.
Oh,
Lee Barzal,
the goals they would
another
put
one,
up.
another one.
Wow.
I just voice cracked again. Back to -4.
Drop him down. -4. He's down again.
Oh, Han, come on.
Just
you're
think
plus
about
nine.
the Lee. Shut up, Russo. Shut up. Lee Barzal Tarasenko. Just think about that.
It's a lot of goals I'm hearing. It's a lot of goals.
Best first line in hockey. Fuck the perfection line. That's the best first line in hockey. right there.
Perfection line. Oh. All right. We'll switch it over to the other rumors going around. Jack Eichel. It seems like this one's been going on for 2 summers now.
That's all you, Vigna. I got nothing on that.
I don't know how it's going to end. $10 million cap hit is obviously enormous, especially nowadays. I've been hearing Rangers, been hearing Ducks. Now we're hearing Vegas was jumping
fuck
in.
wants
We
to
heard
play for the
Seattle for a little bit. I don't know. It just seems like Eichel really wants to get out of Buffalo to me. I think he'll be happy playing anywhere else. I don't know if we really need him on Broadway. I don't know. I mean, if he gets that neck surgery, that's a year that he's gone for. Is it worth trading a guy like Strome, Kravtsov, and all those young guys that we suffered for? I don't know. I think another guy, when healthy, top 10 player in the league. You could say that probably comfortably. Great skater, great speed, great shot. But is he a fit? I don't know. I think we'll leave that one to the powers above.
He just needs to be on a good team.
Absolutely. I think
at the
the end of the day,
he'll flourish with being on a good team. That's all he needs.
100%. 100%. I think end of the day, I see Eichel somewhere. I mean, this little teaser for later in the show. Got to keep the fans engaged. But I think with that new cap space, Minnesota just bought out. I got to tell you, I'm looking at them. What did they need to go up against Vegas? They took Vegas 7 games. They had a lot of chances to win in some of those games they lost. I think Jack Eichel and Green, that's pretty scary. Stick him next to Kaprizov. Obviously, we hope they work that out in Minnesota. That guy's so fun to watch. No reason for him to go back to KHL. But
I don't understand why he would. Oh my
I
God.
think that's where he's gonna go. I think Billy
Oh my
Guerin
God.
pulls
I
the
voice
strings.
cracked again. And I
Drop
did it
him
again.
down again. -5. Wow.
Dude, this is a tough
You
podcast.
got to get some pluses going. But yeah, I
think it's just my my voice box telling me I need to shut up because I did a lot of screaming while I was coaching. So
maybe.
I actually was screaming at Liam. Liam was at the
boy.
clinic.
Another shout out.
Another shout out
Shout
for
out
Liam.
Big fan of the pod. We love Liam.
Was not expecting him to be there, and I saw him, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Liam.
Yeah, I mean, like
Liam, I know you're listening. What's up, buddy?
we love you, Liam.
He
Chuckin
actually
Knucks
gave us some
fan right
good
there.
good
You,
insight on Emo Shield.
He
Emo
did.
Oh, we got a
Yes,
name
he al-
drop. Emo Shield. If you guys haven't viewed it already, this
Maybe
is
I should do it. I should do it.
podcast.
I should do an ad read for Emo Shield.
You should.
Stay tuned. Episode 5, Emo Shield ad read. It's coming. It's coming,
I
boys.
should do that.
But
Maybe I'll add it in right now. You know
We're
what?
sponsored by.
You know what? Emo Shield ad read right now.
On the spot.
hit
Let's,
it on the spot. No script.
have you ever wondered what it'd be like to see an emo person try to play goalie? Probably not. But if you head over to Instructor Barnes Productions on YouTube, you can. Watch the first 3 episodes of Emo Shield now about a hockey goalie who is emo. Trust me, there's more to the story than that. So go check it out on YouTube. Leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.
I'm good on Eichel there. I think. Like I said, I think
it's going.
I think Minnesota there. I don't know. I just like
Zach,
I said,
what about the
clear,
Islanders? You think
clear
you
and
guys-
cap.
Islanders?
Can you say that again?
Eichel.
I was writing something down.
Islanders?
What about him?
You got any Islander? Any Islanders? Anything on Eichel or no?
Absolutely not. Not happening.
Stay at it. Yeah, no, I agree.
Damn,
Here we go.
I want to hear
we
another
got-
background from Zach.
Don't
Well, I
worry.
mean, I'm about to rant
don't
again
worry,
about Zach
we'll get him
Parise.
going. We'll get him
Oh,
going
is this
right
gonna be about
now.
the Islanders?
Yep.
Oh,
He's going to the
next one's-
Islanders.
Russo,
Zach
the
Parise.
next one's Isles. You
What
missed
do
Zach
you
our
mean?
little
Sorry.
Parise will
You
be
missed
going
our
to
little
the
pre-show
Islanders.
notes. Hold on,
No, let's
Parise.
go.
We're getting there. But every Isles fan's gonna get a little smile on this one. We got Gabriel Landeskog on one side, we got Colorado Avalanche on the other, and they are just staring each other down.
Yes.
Sakic through Landeskog is $6 million deal. Way too low for a guy like that. He wants 9 to 10. Obviously, he said he wants to go back to Colorado, but at the end of the day, we know the NHL is a business. Maybe Isles jump on it. What do we think? That's a big problem for Colorado, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Is this the Islanders? This is Zach's Islander take on this? Or?
Might have
see,
to be.
I was talking to James Kazicki about it earlier. Another name drop for him.
James
Big shout
Suzuki
out.
And
pod.
side note, he also said that he will not ever come on the podcast.
Oh my god.
We'll get him on.
What a
him on.
bitch.
Oh wait, and I don't mean to interrupt. I didn't say this when I joined in. Vigna, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, I said it for you, Russo.
We're back.
I know.
We're back.
I joined in late, but still, I wanted to say hi.
Don't worry, boys.
Welcome to the
host is
podcast.
here.
Our host has arrived.
The host
Viggy
is finally
Six is
here.
here.
Our
The show
host
can go
has
on.
arrived.
Yeah, no, back to Landeskog. his interest is the teams that are interested in him: Islanders, Lightning, Florida, Vegas, Toronto, St. Louis. So very similar to Tarasenko. And I'm not saying the Islanders are the most logical spot for him to go to because he's a very
Here we
similar
go.
player to Anders Lee. Very similar.
Yeah. Oh, good call there.
But I mean, he's a goal scorer, and the Islanders need some goal scoring. But he's asking for 9 to 10 million, and if you're gonna sign a player for 9 to 10 million, you're gonna sign Alex Ovechkin, not Gabriel Landeskog.
I agree.
So I mean, for him, I think he ends up staying in staying in Colorado. But I mean, for a team that I think would go out and get him,
Who is it? Say the name.
what the hell are you playing, Rochelle? I hear music.
What-
The Islanders.
It's not the Islanders.
Every time you do Islander takes from now on, I'm playing this song.
Well, we can barely hear it. It's like cutting in and out, but I know you're playing right back where we started.
I know what he's playing. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Love is good.
All right. Stop it. You're gonna make me get all depressed.
A little bit of that.
No, I think he ends up staying in Colorado, but teams that I think will go out and, try to get him is Toronto or St. Louis.
Does Toronto just think cap space grows on trees? They have to. They have to. It's
That-
unbelievable.
yeah, it's
Them and
ridiculous.
Tampa, I
It's
guess.
ridiculous.
Oh, did you guys see
It's
that the
ridiculous.
Islanders
Toronto's
are
interested in every single free agent. They're interested in every.
It's ridiculous.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
So is that rumor true about the Islanders getting fined for being over the cap?
huh?
I don't know. I
You
didn't
guys
see that.
I saw
No.
there was it was in an Instagram post. The Islanders are getting fined. Let me see if I can pull it up. You guys continue, and then if I
Why the hell would they get fined for being over the cap when the Lightning just won the
but like
cup, 18 million over the
Tampa
cap?
over the cap.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we touched on
Pull that up.
Landeskog
No,
there.
there's no way. There's no way that's
Pull it up.
true.
I'll pull it
Yeah,
up. I'll
Bruce,
pull
pull
it up.
that
If I
up.
can find it. I'll bring it up, but you guys can just keep rolling.
Yeah, Bruce, pull that up. We'll keep rolling. But
I
something
went through
that-
all my notes, so I'm done.
Yeah, something that else that I had, I think obviously with the Isles they want to bring back their guy Casey. How do you bring him back if you're bringing in Landeskog, bringing in a guy like the pipe dream of Ovechkin? If you're bringing all these guys, how are we bringing back Casey on?
How are
But
you
where's
bringing
the
back
money?
Casey's? You mean the identity of the Islanders? Like he is the character
he-
player of the Islanders. What do you mean?
I
How do
mean,
you bring him back? He's gonna
I'm-
be the number 2 priority right next to Adam Pelech.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You
But
need Casey Cizikas
like we just
on the
said,
Islanders, let alone
I
on
mean,
that fourth line. You need that. No, shut up,
correction.
Vigna. Vigna, shut your mouth. I'm talking right now.
This is ultimate
The
Zach.
fourth line.
Islander talk.
Here we go.
This is more Islander
Dialed
rant
in.
talk with Zach. Okay, we'll make this a segment. Okay,
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's
Weekly.
All the fans
the
would love
fourth
to-
line for the Islanders. When they're intact, when they're together, Martin, Cizikas, Clutterbuck, they're unstoppable. They're the best fourth line in hockey.
100%.
They have the
100%.
energy. Their
The identity of
their
Mark.
forecheck is unbelievable, and they do produce. They put up points. When
Yeah.
and you saw a few years ago when they lost Matt Martin, the Islanders missed the playoffs and they just weren't the same line. Cizikas, Clutterbuck, and
No.
whoever the fuck they put on the fourth line with them wasn't the same.
No, not at all.
And and we also saw that towards the end of last season, right before the shutdown. Cizikas got hurt, and I think that fourth line was just all banged up too, because I don't remember them being intact for most of the season towards the end.
Yeah.
And the Islanders were on the decline. They were out of a playoff spot when the season got paused.
Yep.
And they got lucky with the long pause and then going into the bubble and everybody getting hurt. But and then you saw in the Lightning series last year, Cizikas got hurt, and then the Islanders lost the series.
Yeah.
They lost the series again this year with Cizikas, but whatever. Tampa was 18 million over the cap. That's why they won. Anyway,
So speaking about over the cap, I did find it. I found it on. It was a post on Everyday Isles. I'm gonna bring it up. See if you can focus it. Can you see it?
Nice. We got it.
1,365,854. I did see the words under it. What did it say?
I'll read it. It just says, "We'll pay an overage penalty this season for Andy Green's 1-year contract."
Interesting.
so they're gonna get fined because it was over.
Oh, I remember hearing
Oh,
something about that.
If
I mean,
they're
it's
paying
just-
overage, then
it's
what's
just
Tampa
one-
paying?
It's just 1.3 mil, but compared to 18 mil as that the Tampa's in.
Yeah, I mean, what is Tampa paying then? Like I just said, they got to be paying what 18 million over the cap fines.
You know what it is? They just found the loophole. They exploited it back in what was it? 15, 14?
15.
2015 with Chicago.
Yeah,
They were the ones that complained about it.
They complained. They complained. The league didn't do anything, and then they just used it.
Yeah, I mean, it's on that one's on Bettman. He's got to, if he didn't want it in the league, he'd take it out. He's the commish. He knows what to do. But I think Gary just dropped the bag there.
Yeah, Gary.
But yeah, no,
I know you're listening to this podcast, Gary Bettman. I know
Yeah,
you're.
come on,
Chuckin
Gary.
Knucks, and you
get
need-
in it, Gary.
Russo,
We need
speaking
to-
of Chuckin Knucks, I really love the backdrop you got there.
Thanks. You like
Great,
it? Yeah.
great
I wanted to
backdrop.
upgrade it. I want to be more serious from the other one. The other one was fancy.
The other one was
But-
fancy, but I mean that's more professional.
That's
Thank you.
professional grade right there.
Maybe
But,
like put a
yeah.
border, maybe like put a border around it so it looks less
Uh-huh.
ghetto. But I mean, other than that, it looks it looks pretty good.
Thanks. Thanks.
It's looking good.
It took me
Yeah.
a little over an hour to put it all together.
I mean, you're just
Yeah.
printing paper out and taping it to a wall, but
Yeah. But this is me we're talking about.
yeah.
Fair
Everyone's
enough.
not as smart as you, Zach. Everyone didn't go to Taft.
Who said I'm smart? I'm an idiot.
Yeah, no, I mean, if we want to do some Sezikis, little pipe dream for the Ranger fans out there.
Get
How
the
good would he?
fuck
How
out
good
of
would
here.
he?
Oh,
look?
let him talk. Let him
And
talk.
Ranger
Get
Blue.
out of here. What is that bullshit?
Boy,
Sezikis
anybody who-
playing for the Rangers?
He would
Oh,
fit in with the
dreams.
Rangers well,
Keep
though.
dreaming, buddy.
He'd
They
look
need-
in there, man.
Keep
The Rangers
dreaming.
need someone like that. They need a grit
Hey.
guy. They don't have a grit guy.
Hey, Green does a lot. We got the Green.
There's no way.
He's got the
he
tight
plays for
cap
the
over there
Rangers.
at the Coliseum, UBS. Send
Get
him
the
over. We'll see.
Put him under
But
the bright lights.
what the-
that's it. I'm all good on Sezikis. What are you guys? You good on Sezikis? Moving on.
Sure, move on from that.
We
Fucking
can, we can move on.
horrible take. Oh
All
my
right,
God.
all right. Well, we'll keep it on tight cap situation for the Isles. That's a little bit of a theme tonight. But so we're looking at some comparables around the league. Adam Pellick, obviously RFA, got to get that done. Huge piece of the Isles. Brandon Carlo just inked his extension with the Bruins. Big term, big contract, 6-year deal, 4.1 million AAV. Get the calculators out, do some math. 24.6 million total for the contract.
Russo, don't.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Check it. Check me.
He's actually pulling
Check
out a
me.
calculator.
Check it.
Then you
So
got the number 0.
You got 0.
Hit
Check it. Pull it out, Roos. What do we got?
me with the numbers one more time. Run it back.
6 years times 4.1
years.
million.
Times
If my math is
4.1.
correct, I believe it's
24.
24.6.
24.6. Let's see. Look at this guy. Give him a call.
Math class with Vicky 6. You are all welcome.
Class with
but
Vicky 6.
Hockey, you get math class. You get
but
Han ranting. What's not
that's
to
it.
love?
We,
about this Chuckin
what's
Knucks
not to love? We got it all. But yeah,
podcast?
I mean, so definitely that's a comparable guy for Pellick. You saw them going head to head. You saw the Bruins play just dip after Carlo was injured in, I believe it was game 4, right? He didn't play 5 and 6.
Yes. I think
Yes,
game 3 or 4. I know it was at the
3, yeah.
Coliseum.
correct. 3 or 4, he was injured. Bruins played dip, so huge piece of the Bruins. And obviously, we're talking about it because it affects the Isles. Shutdown guy Pellick. What's the take on it? What do we got?
I think it's a good baseline for Pellick because it's a comparable, but obviously Adam Pellick is better than him because he's the best defenseman in the league. But
Completely biased.
Adam Fox won the Norris.
Yeah, Adam Fox didn't win the Norris.
Adam Pellick and Ryan Pulak
Yeah.
both got votes for the Norris.
As they should.
so-
Great D, man.
But didn't they only get one? Didn't one of them only get one?
They both got one, and it was
Yeah.
a fifth place vote. But I mean, they still got a vote. They're still in the conversation. So I mean,
All right.
and Adam Pellick is getting talked about around the league because of the amazing playoffs he's had.
And that's
So-
Great stuff.
That he's a very good defenseman. Anyway, I think I know. I heard a rumor that Lou is talking to Adam Pellick and wants to lock him up long term. So I'm thinking, what did Carlo get again? What is it? 4.1?
It's 6 by 4.1 per 24.6 total.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think this is just me throwing numbers out there. I think Pellick gets 6 years, 5 million.
I
Put
mean,
in
yeah, it would. Yeah, fit the bill. Like, was that quick math, Russo? 30?
So that's
30
30
mil.
million.
quick
30
math.
million.
Calculator for that.
Welcome
Boom.
to math class with
Boom.
Biggie Six.
And you use the calculator for 6 times 5. Oh my God.
But yeah, no, I could see something like that for Pellick. I like that. I think again, worth every penny for the Isles. Got to get that done. I think that's him and Beauvillier, two guys they really got to get done.
Yeah, I think Bo. See, I don't know what what you would sign him to because he definitely deserves money. But at the same
Absolutely.
time, I know he wants to stay. Who doesn't want to stay? And like he- I don't know. I think he'll get like a maybe maybe a bridge deal.
Maybe. I could
I,
see it. I mean, they'll
he
have
might get
Barzell.
something like a 3 year 3 year 3 million, something like that, like a bridge deal,
Yeah.
and then
Incentives.
go from there because I know they did the same with Barzell, but Barzell's a different player. But I mean, Beauvillier is another guy that you need. You can't lose Beauvillier. He brings energy. He's very good on the forecheck. He's hard on pucks, and he gives you 100% every single shift. He's kind of like Casey Zizekas, except he's more of a offensive offensive minded player.
And he's got
So
a mustache.
what?
And he's got a mustache.
Thanks, Rousseau. Um,
Pretty nice mustache.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, also too, he's always going to be the answer to a trivia question.
Huh?
He's always going to be the answer to a trivia question.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
scored the
Well, I
final
thought
goal at the
I heard
Coliseum?
trivia and I was like, you got a trivia question for us?
No,
Yo,
I don't
maybe
got
we
a
should do that.
Are we doing a
We
segment?
should, we should do a segment with a trivia question.
We
we
should
could
add
throw in a
segments.
We
we
should
could
do
throw
that.
in a trivia
Good idea.
question, episode 5. We'll have
You know what?
Mr.
You guys could talk right now. I'm gonna look up trivia questions and I'll give
All
it to
right,
you.
I mean,
We
we'll
do
have
some spot.
we'll
Go
have
ahead.
instructor.
You two can talk. I've talked enough.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll talk.
we'll have instructor Russo put up the answers on the Instagram account after the episode goes out.
I like
Check
that.
out our Instagram, Chuckin Knucks Pod. It's the
Chuckin
Instagram.
Knucks pod.
Plug it. Our logo's right there. You know the guy.
Yep.
Kind of
Yep.
looks like
Right
that
here.
guy, but it's
Actually
not
right
that guy. There he is. He's right
there.
there.
It's also right there. And
That's there.
It's not
That's there. What's our theme tonight, Big G? What's our trivia question theme?
by the
Hockey.
players for the players, everybody.
Hockey.
Yep.
All right, Roos. What were we gonna say?
Hockey. Suck those
What-
nuts.
What were we gonna say, Roos?
What was I gonna say?
Yeah, what you said. Let me jump in.
gonna say- I was gonna say go follow the Instagram and TikTok, but you already just said that. So
Gotta follow it. TikTok
Uh,
run by Instructor Barnes. Not with us today. He'll be back though. Don't worry. We'll have our full squad eventually. Still waiting for a full team. Hasn't happened yet, but
yeah, the day we get a full team is the day our podcast hits a new level.
we just go flying up the charts with that one. But yeah, no, I think
To the moon.
that's it. All that Casey stuff was all good stuff. But while Big Z tries to find our little trivia for the night, we'll jump into Shea Weber. This is some sad stuff. I mean, I don't think I'm really reaching out on a limb here when I say it. And the best defenseman of our generation for our age group, I think. Phenomenal player, Hall of
I'd
Famer.
agree with that. I agree with that. Good player, good leader, good locker room guy.
Absolutely. But we got news from we got Pierre LeBrun had it first with TSN, good friends up north. But he's going to be exposed to Seattle, and anybody scratching their head why? Obviously the old age, but career is in jeopardy. What we're hearing. What a great career it's been. If this is it for Shea Weber, got his Stanley Cup final chance. The Canadians obviously didn't go the way it was supposed to be planned, but career 1,338 games played, 224 goals, 365 assists, and this is the number. Big plus minus guy, if you couldn't tell, plus 79 for his career. That is just phenomenal numbers for a defenseman. Like I said, first ballot Hall of Famer in my eyes. One of the best defensemen of at least the 2000s, I think you could say.
Mhm.
And boy, did Nashville fleece Montreal. Sorry, Montreal fleeced Nashville. -1 for me. Mark that one down. But yeah, Montreal just absolutely fleeced Nashville 7 years ago when they traded
I
PK
was
Subban.
on that.
That was
I
a
agree.
brutal trade. But yeah, Shea Weber, some sad stuff there. I don't think Seattle takes the flyer on him. I know if I was Ronnie Francis, I wouldn't. But yeah, we got our trivia question, Big Z. What do we got?
I got 3 of them.
Oh, we got 3. Look at this hat trick
3 of 'em.
challenge.
Hat-trick
Challenge.
Okay.
All right, hit us with it.
I don't think you will
Nick.
get the answer to this one.
Are they
Are we
all
giving- are we-
Islanders based?
No.
Are we
Okay.
giving guesses? Is that what we're going with?
This one you can give a guess.
All
The
right.
other
gonna get-
two,
or
the
are
other
we gonna
two,
have
you
to-
need an actual answer.
All right.
Should we
For
give
the first
answer on the
question.
pod, or
First question.
should we
Huh?
wait to? Should we give the answer on the pod, or should we just wait? to
I'll
Yeah,
give-
make
no,
people
you guys
fun.
are answering this. I'm
Oh boy.
I'm
You're gonna
asking
keep
you
the
two.
answers- You're gonna keep the answers hidden though until they were released on Instagram.
What? No,
Yeah,
this
we're
is just no. This is just a segment. I'm just
Oh, we're just trying this
reading
out.
off trivia, and then you guys are answering it.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What is the highest scoring NHL game ever?
Oh, I know
And
this.
what
I think.
teams were in it?
Is
Oh,
this
I
for
know
both
this.
of us or one at a time?
Whoever has it first.
It's
it
somebody
bunker?
scored. Oh,
Okay,
Bruce, I'll go for the
bunker.
score. I'll go for the score. You get the teams. We'll make it a team effort.
All right. Yeah. We'll
It
work
was, I think it was 18-1,
eight.
and then
Is that your final
Uh,
answer?
18-1 is our score answer. You like that, Roos?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
What teams? What teams do you
No,
like?
you go with your numbers. I'm just gonna go along.
That's it. What teams do you like, Roos? Give them the teams.
Do you have any teams in mind? Because I'm just gonna pick out of a hat.
I mean, who's been in the league a while? We got the Canadians. It's got to involve Montreal. In
I'll
some
give you a
way.
hint. One of the
Okay, I'm
teams.
gonna-
Well, I'll give you a hint. One of the teams who lost
Canadians. Okay.
is
got it.
no longer an NHL team. It was an NHL team very, very briefly.
Oh.
Montreal. All right, I got it. I got an idea.
Okay. Yeah. So Montreal, I definitely think is one of them.
Montreal's
Okay.
got to be involved.
And
Okay.
it's either the
It's
Maroons.
another Canadian team.
It's either the Maroons or. Ooh.
Do we go arch rivals? Do we go with the Leafs?
The Leafs are still in it though.
That's
True.
the team that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, it
And they're
doesn't
in
exist.
Canada. Those are my
Oh,
only.
it's
Is it Saint? No, that's still. No, that's not it.
what about Ottawa? What the hell was Ottawa before?
I should give
they
you a
were
time
signed?
limit on this.
Yeah, we'll go. How about we just give you cities? Ottawa, Montreal. Stay tuned to the Instagram account. Russo's gonna post the answers there. Check it out. We'll see if we're right. I don't think we are. We're not very good at trivia. We're
What
more
do you mean?
math
Stay
guys.
tuned for the. No, I'm just gonna tell you if you're right or wrong right now.
All right, hit us with it. We'll do it now then.
All right. Scratch the Instagram post.
You're wrong.
Oh, shocker!
So what was that?
The highest scoring hockey game in NHL history was 16-3.
That was
Okay, you're
close.
close.
18-1. that was
Montreal
pretty close.
Canadiens.
The difference was almost there too.
The Montreal
right.
Canadiens
It was
All
there.
right.
over the Quebec Bulldogs.
Who
Would've
the
never
heck
guessed
is
that.
the? I wouldn't have got
I would have
that.
never guessed that either.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right, that's
question
round. That's
two.
round one.
Okay, one we're down 0-1.
Question 2. This is pretty easy. Highest scoring goalie ever.
Highest
Oh,
scoring
it's gotta be Marty Brodeur.
Is it
gotta
the
be.
person? Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. +1, baby.
How many?
Go plus or back to even.
Let's go.
How
Back
many?
to even.
How
We're
many
even.
goals did he have?
Oh, Roos, I don't know.
I
You
got
take
this.
that one.
I got this.
You take that one.
It's either one or two. He didn't have a lot. Oh, I want to say one. No, because then he wouldn't be high scoring. It would just be. There's been a couple. I'm gonna go with two.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Vigna.
I'll stick with 2. I like 2.
I don't think anybody scored more than two.
You're wrong.
What?
Ooh, wow, how many?
Watch it be 3.
3.
Oh,
Oh wow. All right, we'll give ourselves half credit
yeah,
there.
we
Half
were
credit.
close there.
Okay.
We'll take half.
The last question. This one will require a team effort. Let me find it. I lost it. There it is. No, it's not. Wait a minute. I have the question. I need to find the answer. How many teams have not won the cup, and who are
Oh.
they?
Oh
Do we have to name
wow, listen,
all of them?
team.
Oh, I got this.
All right, let's list them. Ready? I'll start the list on my handy dandy note.
I don't think the Predators have ever won, right?
That is correct.
Okay. I mean, I feel like it'd be better off us naming the teams that have won, because then we could just eliminate them.
Predators haven't. Knights. Are we counting the Knights?
Haven't.
Is Seattle involved? Are we going Seattle?
Yeah, we're counting Seattle. Han.
Are we not? No, we are not counting Seattle.
No. Okay.
Right. So we got the Knights, the Preds,
Knights,
Panthers.
Reds, the Panthers. The Flyers have
Avalanche.
what about Buffalo? No, Buffalo won.
No, I don't think Buffalo did. I
I think they won one. Yeah, they won one with Hasek. I think.
You sure about that?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll throw it in there. Buffalo.
The Sharks.
Leave it as a maybe.
Sharks.
Sharks. Yeah,
Um,
Sharks. How many we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Ducks have Kings, obviously. Thank you, Alec Martinez. I don't like you if you're listening.
The Stars. No, the Stars won.
Stars won.
They did.
Blues won.
Blues just won.
I gave you a time limit on this. You guys have 10 seconds left.
Yeah, this is hard though. It's a lot of teams.
There's a lot of teams.
I gave you a minute.
Okay, give us 2 minutes.
Flames. No, the Flames
A
won.
minute and 10.
5 minutes. That's all it takes.
Flames.
Get out.
10 or more on car insurance.
Flames. Oilers have obviously won.
The Flame.
boy.
What about the Jets?
The Wild.
Wild. What about the Jets? I feel like the Jets haven't won.
I don't think the Jets have.
No.
Blue Jackets.
No.
They haven't.
Good pickup.
Good one there. I think we got them.
No, there's definitely one more.
We got 9.
Okay.
What are we missing?
Bless you.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Who are we missing?
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh, nope. Hurricanes won.
Hurricanes won one back in 2000.
2006.
Yep.
Yeah, 06. Who are we missing? Come on.
There's one. There's always just one more.
There's always just one. Boy.
5, 4,
All right.
3,
I guess this is us.
2.
All right, we'll guess 9, and I'll rattle them off. We got Preds, Knights, Panthers, Sabres, Sharks, Wild, Jets, and Blue Jackets. That's our guess. Team effort.
Correct answer is 11.
All right. Who do we miss?
So the list is Vancouver,
Oh,
San
damn.
Jose, Winnipeg, Panthers, Nashville, Arizona, Minnesota,
Damn.
Columbus,
Coyotes.
and Ottawa.
We missed Coyotes and Sens.
Ottawa.
That
Wait,
wraps
so
up
did we have?
our trivia segment.
Yeah, that's it for trivia. I mean, it's a pretty good guess though. We did good there. I say we plus
Correct your grammar
plus a
there.
half. Plus a half. Oh boy,
Get
English
better.
teacher. Look at this. We went to English class and math class. SAT would be proud.
Yep. And then, yeah. I say we keep doing these. I think next week we should do like
Story
Stanley-
time. Russo, write that down. You have the whole book of ideas in your phone right now.
I like
do,
that.
I have a notes.
I like hockey trivia. Let's get to some buyouts, shall we?
Let's
This
do
one,
it.
the king of song, Keith Yandel.
Mm.
2 years left on his deal, 6.35 mil. He's gone. Florida doesn't want him anymore.
He'd make a
Florida
great,
even
he'd make a great fit on the Islanders.
shocker. Everybody would apparently. Florida's keeping a dead cap on him of 6.6 million over the next 2 years. So they really wanted that money off the books. Another situation with the Seattle stuff. He clearly, I think Yandel, obviously everybody remembers last year, fights with management. You remember him scoring the goal, looking up to management, giving him a little little love up there, but I think Keith, he's gonna get to go wherever he wants. Early favorite for me got to be Philadelphia with Sonk man number 2 over there, Kevin Hayes. Definitely gotta look at Philly for Yandel. Or as Hannah's whispering, the Islanders. Apparently, they're a possibility for everybody. So if your team loses a player, don't worry, they're going to the Islanders. But Keith, again, can't question the production. I don't know if Han's got numbers on him. I don't. I dropped the ball there. We don't either. But one of the most productive.
Very good
offensive
power play defenseman. I'll say that.
Great power play D-man. But kind of in that same category as Letty, third line D pair because he's not the best defenseman. So you're paying a lot of money if you're Florida. I don't hate it from Florida's perspective, but I think he's a good player. I think he's going to land on his feet. Someone's going to pick him up with a really nice looking deal. Yeah. What do we got, boys? What's the take, boys?
I got nothing on him.
Nothing? Russo?
I don't know where he ends up.
Any predictions for Yandel? What do we got?
I don't know. This one's hard.
Yeah.
It's very tough.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of teams don't need that kind of offense anymore.
Kind of out of the blue, too.
Absolutely. I was not.
Also being that it's a West team.
Yeah, I think too. The $6 million dead cap. That's really gonna hurt.
Whoa! Who's a West team, Russo?
Oh, minus.
Yeah.
Central.
You just said the Florida Panthers are a West team.
Oh boy, minus song. While we're on Yandel.
Wow.
But
that one.
Yeah, that's it.
That's tough, man. I didn't know Florida was West.
That's all I got on Yandel. I think Philly's somebody to look out for. They need D-man desperately. Saw the kind of season they had last year. Little 9-0 pumping of the tires by the New York Rangers, of course.
I was at that game.
It's a great game.
Was at that game.
Should have gave me the extra ticket there, buddy. I
Did not have an extra ticket.
Fucking great time. Shame.
Not a good time.
Shame on you.
Not a good time for me.
That's it. And we'll bring it to a close tonight with more Zach on Isles talk. I know he's going to have something to say about this final topic. We'll keep it on the buyouts. Minnesota Wild coming out of the blue with this one, too. I think this one caught me by surprise. I was in the car coming up.
Caught everybody by surprise.
Yeah, I was up to Pennsylvania when this one broke. Zach Parise and Ryan Suter matching deals, extremely long deals, 13-year deals. They played, I think it was 7.5 seasons on it, obviously with last year, the half season. But so they make it probably halfway through that deal. Parise and Suter both bought out by Billy Guerin, clearing some cap. I told you what I think it was for. I think it was for they want to be a player in the trade market. There's a lot of good guys out there. But yeah, Parise is available. Naturally, where's he going, Zach?
Zach, take it away. Isles talk. Here we go.
He's going. Zach Parise is going to the New York Islanders.
Oh boy, this is another one of those
4-year-long
rumors.
All right, take it away.
He'll fit in perfectly on the third line with Panik. Align with Richard Panik, JG Pajot, and Zach Parise. Like that's a very, very solid third line.
It's a great third line.
You have Pajot and Parise who could put up numbers, and you have Panik as, the depth forward. And Parise being like at his age and in the stage he is in the NHL, in his NHL career, where he wants to win, he wants to go to a team that wants to win. I think he'll take a discounted rate or discounted offer.
He's coming down. He's coming down from that $10 million deal he just got bought out of.
Yeah, no, I see him signing 1 year, $1 million with the Islanders.
Maybe a little extra sugar, I think, but
maybe right, 1.5. But like,
all right,
it's another logical move for him, and it's also his dad played for the Islanders too.
Yeah, JP.
So he does have some roots here, but again, it may seem like I'm being super biased, and I am, but at the same time,
Not you. Never.
at the
Never.
same time, if you look at it, it makes sense. It
Yeah,
just
no, it
makes
does.
sense.
This makes a lot of sense.
And Lou Lamoriello loves veteran guys, and Zach
That's his
Parise
guy.
is perfect for it. And they were interested in getting him in a trade at the trade deadline last year, right before the shutdown, if you remember. They had a
Yep.
deal in place. There was a deal in place, and it just fell through.
Oh, that was the bad contract for bad contract, right? Lad for Parise deal.
Yes, Andrew Ladd
Bro.
was involved. Andrew Ladd was
Andy,
involved.
right off the notes, baby. We come prepped on Chuckin Knucks. We're ready
Yep.
to go.
That
Look at
was
this guy. First
it was-
podcast comes prepared.
I'm not gonna lie.
on.
Not
Where's
gonna lie. I'm
Jim?
very impressed.
I like this.
I'm prepared, boys. I'm ready to go. Hockey knowledge right here. It's all
Yeah.
up in here.
Did we touch on
But,
every hockey topic? Because we had a fucking shit ton.
We had a lot. I think we got them. I mean,
You
we
guys
could,
touched on Seattle, right?
yeah, we got
Yeah.
Seattle.
I wasn't in
Oh,
it
Ruth.
when we talked.
Russo, what
Yeah,
is
no.
your what's your
Take on Seattle.
no, what am I trying to say here? What's your protected list for the Islanders? Because I know you're an Islander fan.
So I'm not really too familiar with how it works, but how many are we allowed?
Seven
Seven
forwards, 3
forwards.
defensemen, 1 goalie.
Ooh,
got
we
Or 8 position players and 1 goalie.
we have to give up a goalie. Ooh, that's tough. I mean, you're not giving up Varlamov or Sorokin. I'm sorry.
Well, Sorokin is not eligible.
All right, so there you go.
All right, Bruce. How about we do it this way? Ready? We'll do. You say, who's your pick? Who's you think? Who are you thinking? Who's going to Seattle from the Isles?
Who's going? Well, they already
Who's
gave
going?
they already gave away Lad. I mean Letty. I'm sorry, you guys said Lad before, and I just the L's the same names on the Islanders. Really kind of Pulak, Pelech,
Yeah.
Letty, Lad. So many of this names. Then you got Lee. Jeez. All right, stay on topic. I want to say Green. Is he eligible or no?
I don't know, is he?
I don't. He's eligible, but I don't think they're gonna take him.
Yeah, I don't know. Old age.
He's-
Good veteran
he's-
though.
I think he's what 38.
Has to be a prospect.
38.
Who would I be willing to? Honestly, I don't know.
See,
Would they
this is
take
what I
Eberle?
said. I said this earlier, Russo. And
Would
you,
they take Eberle?
you weren't in for it. They
Yeah,
could.
they
They
could.
could very well take
I
Eberle.
think they should because I mean Eberle's solid, but I feel like now that they have Palmieri, they're not going to want Sajak.
No, they're. I don't. Yeah, no. But this is what I said, Russo. Just listen to this and tell me if you agree. I said that I have a feeling that Lou is going to have a deal in place with Seattle to have them take Leo Komarov in exchange for some draft picks and keep Eberle, but trade Eberle down the road for Tarasenko.
Down the road though, is the offer still going to be there?
Yeah. Like down the
Where
road,
was
I
it?
mean like days later.
Oh,
Because you'll get rid of the Komarov contract. You
That's
don't need
smart.
him.
that's smart.
Yeah. And I mean the Islanders don't really need draft picks right now.
No, they don't. They have a lot of young depth.
Yeah. And I was talking about it with Kazicki, with James Kazicki earlier, and we both agreed on the fact like we were looking back on like looking at the Islanders' future. Like you say the Rangers have a very good future, which they do. But if you look at the Sound Tigers, or as they're now called, the Bridgeport Islanders, they're
Can we touch on that for a second? When did that happen and why?
the logo is hideous.
It's
Oh,
ugly.
And Bridgeport is not an island, so I have no idea why they're called the Islanders. It would make
Yeah,
sense if they're moving to the Coliseum. But
maybe
they're
that's what they're trying to do.
they're not.
Oh yeah, they're not. They already disclosed that.
Yeah. But anyway, you got Bodie Wild, you got Samuel Bolduc, you got Sebastian Aho,
Mm,
you got you got Kiefer Bellows.
yeah.
Look at Big Z around the farm. I'm impressed.
Yeah, and then
I'm
there's a
impressed.
shit ton others too. And I mean, the Sound Tigers aren't the Islanders aren't that the junior Islanders, you call them, aren't that
It's gonna turn into a youth team.
aren't that much like they're not that good of a team, but like the players they have are like they're very promising for the Islanders' future, and they have like some people might not see it, but the Islanders do have a very 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 bright future ahead of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's my little AHL talk right there.
I like it. I like it. All right. We're not all hockey here. Do a little story time at the end of the episode.
Story time, baby. Vigna, what do you got?
Story time.
We're putting you on the spot first.
I
Vic.
mean,
Who's
hey,
spot?
hey, I already had my story time with spotting my coach as the little
That can't be
little
your story time.
manager.
Story time's got to
Story
take at least
time.
5 minutes, man.
Story time gonna take 5 minutes. I don't know
Russo,
about
do you
a
have a
5 minute story.
Do I have a story?
He's always got a story. Hit me with it.
It's hard when you put me on the spot here. I could think of a good one.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go first because I have mine written down.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Okay. Yes,
Mine is mine's a very, very personal story. It is how I got into Taft. And it's actually kind of interesting because so it started off summer of 2019, actually spring of 2019, right after the ending of my U16 year with the Junior Highlanders. And I learned that the coach wasn't returning to the team, and I was set to play U18 for him the next year, and he wasn't returning. He was going somewhere else, and I didn't feel like going there. And I was also told, to leave, like to play somewhere else. So I took that into I put that into thought, and of course, you have prep school options and other youth hockey team options, and I mean, just looking at it, prep school was the best option for me to go to. And so, I did my research, um, you know, looked around, sent video out to a bunch of coaches, and came down to two teams. It was the Gunnery or it was Taft. And both schools were really interested, and Taft was more interested. But for some reason, actually no, there was a reason. I really wanted to go to the Gunnery. And it was because I knew um, Cole Brennan, who was there. So I would have a buddy there, and I knew John Blair was also he was set to go there the same year I would be going there.
We got to get
Um,
that kid on.
he's
What an
hilarious.
interview.
I love
What
that
an
kid.
That would be-
interview.
I love that kid. That would be something. That would be some podcast if we get Blair on. Anyway, so I had my mindset like, okay, like I want to go to Gunnery because I heard Taft was like super high, like they had high standards with their education, and like their academics were like one of the best in the country. And I, like I'm being honest with myself, I'm not that. Like that's just not me. I'm a hockey player. I don't do school. Like
Come to
I'm
math
not.
class with Viggy Six. You'll love school.
You don't need school. You got Biggie Six here. You can teach
Yeah,
you everything.
facts.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, but like I'm not the smartest kid, right? And Taft is full of smart kids. Anyway, so like that kind of intimidated me, and kind of was a turn off to the school. But I toured. I remember the day. It was April 6th, 2019. I don't know why. I just remember the day, and I toured Gunnery. I've been there before because I had a hockey game there one time, but I just wasn't really. I'm trying to be nice here, but like it was all right. It was kind of it was a nice campus, but I mean I wasn't really intrigued by it deep down, but I was still sold on going there. Like I talked to the coach and everything. I won't go into details with that. That's more personal, but you know, I just wasn't really feeling the campus, and I just it kind of just felt like too far away from everything, and like you're like 20 minutes away from civilization from when you in the Gunnery. So I didn't really like that. So but I was still, again, I was still sold on going there because I knew people and I would be comfortable. I wanted to stay in my comfort zone. And, the saying, comfort zone will kill you. Um, so that
Good
right
quote.
after, huh?
It's a good quote.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
write that
who
down.
said that, but I'll take credit for the quote.
You're not looking for
Comfort
it.
zone will kill you, Zach on. Um, so that day, it was actually um, right after I toured Gunnery, where my dad got a text from the assistant coach at Taft, um, just saying like if I'm ever in the area, like just stop by, say hello, and just take a look around campus. And I was in the area. Gunnery is only 20 minutes away from Taft, so we just, instead of going home, we went right to Taft, met up with the coach, and it was a spring, so I actually never experienced, from my time at Taft, my 2 years at Taft, a spring at Taft. Um, because last year, with the shutdown, uh, we weren't allowed back on campus after, like, we left for spring break in March and never came back. Um, and then this year we had options to go remote for school, and I chose to do that for the spring because I wasn't allowed to leave campus to go play hockey, and I wanted to, stay on the ice and stay in shape, stay skating, um, while I'm prepping for my off season, prepping for next season. So I chose to stay home, so I could skate. So I didn't experience a springtime at Taft. And I actually will. Well, I experienced it for like 2 days when I went up there for my graduation in May. But anyway, so yeah, I was at Taft, and just literally the second I stepped foot in there, I just fell in love. Like it's nicer than most college campuses. It's beautiful. Like, I mean, beautiful. It's like the thing that caught my eye was the first thing I saw was the pond in the back. Like, it's just a giant pond. There's kids all around. There's a bunch of games going on. It just felt like it was just such a cool atmosphere. And like I just remember like just saying to myself like, whoa, like this is kind of sick. Like this is amazing. But at the same time, I was still intimidated by the whole like academic thing, and like how much like I didn't feel like I would fit in. And so, talking to the coach, kind of made me like, he kind of was just like, just do your best and you'll be fine. The cliche. But I mean, going fast forward, I was going home, still was sold on Gunnery for some reason, but I did like Taft. But the thing that really, um, I guess, sold me was the rink at Taft. The rink just, it's probably the best rink in New England prep school hockey. So, um, anyway, it's beautiful. I love that rink. I'll miss that rink. So this is where it gets interesting. I apply. I ended up only applying to Taft because after lots of thought, I was just, Taft is the right fit for me, just for hockey's sake. And also on the academic side of things, if like if you have Taft on your resume, like it's pretty good. Like you're gonna get into a lot of colleges, just with the reputation that they have. Um, but that wasn't what I was really focused on. Um, so I applied very late. Usually you apply in like the late fall, late winter. I think it's like late winter when you're supposed to apply to prep schools, and I ended up applying in late May. So everybody already knew that they were getting in. Like, you got your acceptance letters in March, I believe it is, and I applied to a school in May. So that's how late it was. Um, I took like the SSAT, which is a test that you need to take to get into a prep school. I took that without studying, absolutely bombed it. So I was just like, all right, there's no chance I get into this school with that score. Like, there's no chance. And so I actually set my score to Gunnery and Taft. Gunnery, I don't think I heard from them after that. So they went off the table, but Taft, they accepted me with that score. But I was put on a waiting list because they didn't have enough beds. I needed to board. so they didn't have a bed for me yet, so they had to wait till the bed opened up. And it wasn't until on my birthday, so August 6th, I get a text from the head coach at Taft saying, "Welcome to Taft. Like, are you still interested in being a Rhino?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah. Like, of course I am." And he goes, "All right, you're in."
Horns up.
What a
Horns up.
great name. Taft Rhinos. How are you?
Yeah. And so that's how I got in. It was quick turnaround, August to September, not like less than a month, knowing that I was going to Taft. I had a scramble, and it's the best decision I've ever made. Like those 2 years there were the best 2 years I've ever had in my life. It's amazing. I love that place. I'll miss that. So yeah, there's my story, how I got into Taft.
That's what
And
we like to see. We like to see the boys
and the-
succeeding.
sorry, I cut you off. Go big.
No, you're good. Hit it, Roos. What do you got? Give us your
No, I was
story
just
time
gonna
of the
say,
week.
the pregame mixes that came out of that school through you, Zach.
The
are
warm-up
just
mixes.
Oh,
warm-up
the
mixes that you
warm-up
created
mixes.
for that
Yeah.
school for your hockey team.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I love them.
The amount of drafts. Oh my God.
You guys gotta
I
check
must
those
have
out.
made in the 2 years maybe over 150 like mixes that were supposed to be our warm-up mix. And like I
Yeah.
just kept having to like change it up because guys would want this, guys wouldn't want that. So I'd have to change it. It wouldn't take until it would like I would start it in the summer, and it would take up until the day before our first game when the whole team would listen to it and finally say, "Yeah, I like it. All right, that's perfect." So it's a lot of mixing with music, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
worth it. If you
Yeah.
want to hear it, go look up Zhan5 on SoundCloud, and the two Taft mixes along with other mixes are on there.
Yes.
There it is. Bruce,
There
we
you
got a
go,
little story.
little plug right there.
What do we got?
Yeah.
Let's
you
hear
wanna
it,
go-
Russo.
Let's hear it.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I already told my story. I was early today. I didn't get the memo that we were going
No.
late.
That is not your story, Big Man.
That
You
is
were
my
telling-
story.
Dude,
I don't
got
your
a very-
story was literally. So I'm in Pennsylvania right now, and my hockey coach, who is my coach in squirts, he's the manager at this beach. Yeah, that's my story.
You sound like Danny DeVito, but like hammered.
I don't know who that is.
Bruce, you hit a
Danny
story.
DeVito is?
No, I don't know who anybody is.
Let's hear it, Bruce. Let's
No,
get it.
Vigna, while Bruce was going, just like scroll through your Snapchat memories and see if you find something.
No, I'll think of
No,
something.
it's okay. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Does it have to be hockey related? Could it be
Bruce,
anything?
you ask this question every single time. No, it doesn't matter.
No, I know, but I gotta keep it the flow. All right. So there was one time. Yeah, I'll do this one.
This better not be a made up story again.
No, this is a real story. So we were at a hockey tournament. It was I think it was 16U, and we were checking into a hotel. It was late. We were starving. We drove like 4 hours. I don't remember where it was. I think it was either in Philly. It was at some tournament, and so we check in. We're rushing because it's getting late and all the restaurants are gonna close. So we're rushing in. We put our bags down. We leave, and we go out to dinner, and we come back, and we're getting ready to go to sleep. But I wanted to check my bag real quick just to make sure I had everything, and I put my bag in the closet, so I didn't even think. So I went in there to check to see. I think I needed to get see if I had my stone because my skates were dull, so I wanted to sharpen them in the morning. Good thing I did because when I opened the closet, I realized my pads weren't there, and I'm like, shit! Like someone came in our room and stole our pads. So I'm like frantic. I'm like, what the hell's going on? My dad's screaming at me. He's like, how could you lose your pads? Like, how could you do that? Like, you have to be more responsible, which is right. And I heard it like for the whole day. Then we get to the rink, and they're sitting in my stall because it turns out I left them outside the hotel room, and my coaches thought it'd be hilarious to take them and not tell me and have me sweat the whole day. So I get there, and the pads are just sitting there waiting for me, and they're all hysterical after me. I was pissed.
That's hilarious.
I was pissed.
That's good stuff.
That's actually a really good
Looking
story.
back now, it was pretty funny.
That's
That's good
hilarious.
stuff.
Yeah, that's a quick little story.
I like that. That's funny. That's a good one.
That's good stuff.
All right, Vigna.
You got
All
another
right,
Vic?
I got a little story time. How about the loyal Chuckin Knucks listeners? They got to know, how do we meet? How do we make it happen here? I'll tell them a little story of how the boys met,
All right.
and then I'll tell.
There's a
tell
story
two-
behind it.
Oh, there's a
Little
story
bit.
that you could tell that I think is pretty funny, but
I got 2 stories. Don't you worry, Bruce.
I know you got. I know you got us covered with the stories.
All right, so I met the boys through PAL hockey. Plug it, PAL Junior Islanders, good program.
Wow.
But
Coach George Brennan.
that's it, Coach George, one of the best coaches out there, I think, for us. But
Yep.
yeah, no, Russo was in the pipes. We had Big Z Patrol in the D, and yeah, but from that season, 2000 and what was it, 15, 16, I think it was.
Yeah.
Boy, did we have a team. We had some characters. Obviously, we already alluded to Johnny Blair. And if you play hockey on Long Island and you're our age group,
You're referring to the 16-17 year when we won the
Oh, yeah.
USPHL championship.
Oh, I wasn't on that.
champions,
No,
banner.
Russo was not on that team.
Russo
I was
was
a part of the
gone,
Royals.
but
Russo's
Russo
on
was
the dark
gone.
side.
I went with
was.
Dave and
He was.
Hockey and-
yeah. But no. So where I'm going with this, Han will remember, I'm sure, is one night we show up for practice. The boys are all ready to go.
Oh my
And we got-
God!
and we
This is
got- we
actually
got-
such a. How did I not think of this? Yes, this is
We
this is the
got-
perfect story.
So coach is mad. Tough loss over the weekend. Big fight in the stands and everything. So we're coming to practice. We know it's gonna be a tough one. Tough drills, tough practice. But coach looks around, looks in the locker room. We're all ready to go. All of a sudden we
You're
figure
wrong.
out
You're actually wrong.
I'm wrong.
I hate
What
to
happened?
do this to you. You're wrong.
What happened? Fill me in.
You're
Remind me.
referring to the bags.
So wait,
kick,
so
right?
is it
I am. Let me
Biggs'
finish.
story or is it Zach's story?
No, but
don't know.
Vigna messed up. I hate
Tell
to be
me.
that guy,
Remind
Vigna,
me.
but
Remind me.
everybody needs to know
Gotta
what
give him
the
that
real
minus.
story.
And just let him skate off the ice without anybody noticing. All right.
Remind me. Remind me.
It was
So you gotta let Viggs tell another story then, because
well, no, I'm not gonna
You-
tell
No,
the
wait,
full
let me
story.
take
I'm
it
gonna just
over.
tell him what he got
Yeah.
wrong. It
What'd
was
I get
the
wrong?
practice
All
right
Let us
before
know. Let
Christmas.
us know what he got wrong. Use that
Practice
right.
before Christmas.
It was
He's
a
right. You
practice
got
right
it.
before Christmas.
Yeah.
You need to
And
stop the whole thing because of that.
No. Listen, and our coach was
It's actually at
in a good mood.
not 10:43.
Shut up.
All right, go.
He was in a good mood. Our coach, he was in a
Was?
very good mood. The boys were
You're right.
buzzing. We were set to have like a really fun, like good practice.
Scrimmages.
Yes.
Right? 3-on-3s.
Go
yeah.
ahead, take it away from there.
All right. So Zach set us up. Good memory. I forgot that part. But yeah, no.
I'll never forget it.
So, absolutely not. So our goalie comes in. He's late. He always was he never punched the clock. He'd always just kind of come in. That's Johnny. We got to
Johnny
get him
Blair.
on. Johnny will tell the story really well, but we got to get him on. Anyway, he comes in, right? He's going through his bag. He's all ready to go. We're all ready to go. And then he realizes, he always had this, weird method of getting dressed. He would just, wait till, 5 minutes before practice, and then he would start throwing his crap on. We're like, hey, man, whatever works for you.
Yep.
So he figures out, I don't have my skates. We're like, oh, shit. He doesn't have his skates. So he tells coach, he's like, I don't have my skates. So coach is mad right there. We only had one goalie for practice. It's a problem, obviously. But he's not completely pissed. Then we had a forward. We'll keep his name out of it. But yeah, we had a forward coming late from high school hockey, which if you play hockey on Long Island, high school hockey is it's
Shit.
a different animal. It's a different animal than travel hockey, that's for sure.
It's ass.
But he came in late. He didn't tell coach he was going to be late, and that was it. Coach took the pucks. We're like, all right, we're fine. We're still gonna have a good practice. Deep down, I think we all knew what was gonna happen. In there, coach takes the pucks, just dumped them right over the boards, over the bench.
You missed
looked
out
at
the
us.
part. You missed out the part where you left out. Sorry, you left out the part where the player, the unnamed player, barges through the door and
He hit him. He
hits
hit him in
coach
the face with the door.
with the
Yeah.
door.
Oh, good. That was it. That put him.
I'm not gonna say the. Sorry, go.
Right over the edge. Right over the edge, and then he took the pucks, threw them over the bench. It was the biggest troll of all time. And he said, no pucks. It was very calm. Then we got in the corner. of course, nobody wants to be doing the skating drills when we were told they were doing 3-on-3, but
Longest
I
hour
mean-
of my life.
yeah, we're in the corner. Then he had us on the goal line. He had us doing sit-ups, push-ups, anything you could think of in hockey gear. We did it.
No
We had
rest
some-
either.
No rest. We had some casualties.
Mm-hmm.
But
His
yeah,
own
I mean,
son.
his own son was a casualty. That's right. But yeah, we ended the season with a championship banner,
Championship.
and I don't think we lost many games after that. Let me tell you, we were on the ball after that.
I'm
But
pretty sure we lost a few games after that, but
a few. We were a good team, though. We had some big wins.
eh,
And if you're wondering, the
Believe what you
unnamed
want.
player did make up for it by scoring the game-winning goal in the final game. So he made up for it.
I'm not going to name the unnamed player, but did said unnamed player ever ask said coach to tie their skates?
I'm sure he did.
Zach?
said player lives by you.
Okay.
Said player does live by you. He's
There
a
it
good
is.
guy. Good guy. We love him, but we got to get his consent before we throw his name around.
His
In
name
the
has been thrown
pod.
around before already.
Needs to
Oh,
sign-
man.
sign a consent form.
But yeah, no. So
He actually
that's my
listens to the
story.
podcast, I think.
Does he? He
Yeah,
He'll
Rooster
know
sent
it.
me
That
a
was-
picture.
that was a great story. But yeah, no. What
Yeah,
good
that
season
was
there.
was good. That
It's a
was
good one. See,
actually
Good story.
a trip down memory
I
lane
just
right
need
there.
kind of. That's it.
Do we have,
But, yeah,
do we have time for more stories? I feel like we're on the ball with this.
No, I think we're
I
over.
think this might be it.
for
All
an
right.
hour 20 right
The
now.
notes are all done. Little paper toss to end the show.
Hey,
There goes that. Hey, that was episode 4 for Big Z, for Russo. I'm Biggie 6. We'll see you at episode 5. Thanks for listening.
Chuck those knucks.
Chuck those Knucks. For the players, by the players. Comfort zone will kill you.
Absolutely.
Good job.
We'll see you next week, boys.
Under the sun,